Every audience loves it, and every speaker hates it. The pause. Isn't it interesting that every time we come up here to the front of the room or up on the stage, we have so much to say? Even though a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even a couple of days ago, we didn't even know the topic that we're going to speak about. What happens to me usually is that I try to put 15 minutes of content into a 7-minute speaking slot, which then ends up as, logically, I need to speak at double speed. Pauses? There's no time for something like that. But still, my dear friends, today I would really like to convince you that pauses is something we definitely need more of in our speeches. First, we'll take a look at why we as speakers hate them, and then what are the good reasons why the audience loves them. Speaking about the hate, why such a fuss? Because aren't pauses just a simple tool in your speaker's toolbox, the same as metaphors, triads, use of vivid gestures, or vocal variety? They're not. The explanation comes in a single word, and the word is control. Because when you're up here, as a speaker, you keep pouring words at your audience, nothing can happen to you, nothing can derail you. You are in full control. Unless, of course, the situation comes that the audience starts throwing rotten tomatoes at you, which, I don't know about your experience, but never happened to me, and I never seen that happen. But in the moment that you make a pause, anything could happen. Somebody from the audience might jump in with having something smarter and funnier to say. Somebody's phone could ring. That would be really awkward. Or you could just forget what you want to say next. But still, losing control might be an adventure worth taking. I'm going to tell you why. Well, because the audience loves pauses. Well, you are now the audience, so you can consider for yourselves. The first reason how you can use pauses is just to draw attention. You can do it in the beginning of the speech, exactly the way as Tomáš did when he opened the meeting, as he paused in the beginning. But you can also use it in the very middle of the speech if you want to make a particular point. For example, now I'm going to share a secret with you, and I really want you to remember. There is one thing that can say more than 1,000 words. And the thing is silence. I'm going to tell you why. Do you know when you speak how many words per minute you can utter? Normal person, it's 120 words per minute. If you're a trained speaker, you can speak at 140. Different ways of communication. Normal person can read at 200 words per minute to 250. Speed reading is about 500. But how fast can you think? And what do I mean by that? So if you imagine this, maybe each of you, can you come back to the moment when you were in a situation that you spoke too much, and now you think that it would have been better if you didn't speak at all? Can you remember such moment? And right now we have more than 15 people in the room. So right now we have more than 15 moments being imagined, each and every moment being different from the other one. Even if I spoke at 1,500 words per minute, I won't be able to deliver the information. You just created an image. And if you make a pause, you can let your audience to build a speech of their own, even when you are a speaker. The last thing, why pauses are pretty cool is that when you don't speak, it creates better balance between the two sides of the room. Right now I am talking and the flow is one way, it's one direction. The stream is from this wall to the other. Now when I stop speaking, it goes both ways. Now it's not just me telling you things, but now I'm also thinking, oh, what is running through Ariana's head? Is she entertained or does she think I'm saying stupid things? How about Ivan? What is he just right now writing down? When you make a pause, you give yourself the chance to connect with your audience and to tune into their wavelength. And also you get a chance to your audience to connect with you. Being practical, what is the next thing that you can do, or what can I leave you with that you make more pauses in your next speeches? It's good to talk about things, but it's way better to do things. So how about if we do this together? I say one sentence, there will be a pause in the middle of the sentence, and then I finish the sentence. I first say it, and then we do it together. Okay? Sentence is very simple. We've already said it. One thing can say more than 1,000 words. The thing is silence. Okay? We do it together. When I hold my hand like this, you hold and you keep the pause, and then we finish it together. Okay? So there is one thing, come, that can say more than 1,000 words. And the thing is silence. Mr. Toastmaster.